Test mic. 1, 2. 1, 2, test mic. And let's do the sana may sounds na, no? Tuloy na tayo. Good day, magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Tuloy na tayo sa ating pag-review. Ang Master Plumber. Nako, sorry. Yan, Master Plumber Board Exam. Board Exam. Yan. We are now in from 325, question 351 to 375. So last two sessions, a review for part 2. Then we will proceed to part 1, part 3, and part 4 alternatively. Gagawin na natin siguro every 50 questions kasi marami yun. So before we proceed, yung mga hindi pa po subscribers, yun, encourage you to subscribe to our channel, lalo na sa mga mahilig mag-review and board exam, not so techy. Please comments kasi dyan. Yan. Artahanas. Iliw shopping, artahanan, cosiness in every home. Shopping lang po sa Lazada. Then, encourage you to subscribe, BRICE, and Joanna. For engineering and architectural services, we offer design and consultancy. You can call us at the following numbers: 0956-016-2730 and 0998-572-7140. Okay, yan, ito pa po. MCGI Channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ng Varilla and Alexandria Varilla. Ito na po. Part 2, Sanitation, Plumbing Design Installation. Question and answer number 351 to 375. Tatry natin mag-50, no? Pero baka matagal kasi. So, 351, question number 351. Gutters in public shower rooms shall be sloped not less than blank. Ang sagot, ayun. The answer is 2%. Hindi malakas yung background. Kailangan natin nakakamiss ka. Gutters in public shower rooms shall be sloped not less than 2%. $352. The pathway of travel to an emergency eye wash shall be blank. The answer is clearly identified. The answer is clearly identified. The pathway of travel to an emergency eye wash shall be clearly identified. Share lang natin ang ating share. Let me share first. Okay na. Sige, number yun pala. Kaya pala 353. Non-water urinals. blank. Shall have a water distribution in. Ang doble siya na kanina. Non-water urinals shall have a water distribution practice. That is the answer. 354. Approved type boundarized and galvanized sheet steel of not less than 16 US gauge may be used to make dishwashing sinks for blank. The answer is restaurants. Approved type boundarized and galvanized sheet steel of not less than 16 US gauge used to make dishwashing sinks for restaurants. Okay, 355. No dry or chemical closet, toilet shall be installed in any building used for human habitation unless first approved by blank. By the blank. The answer is health officer. No dry or chemical closet or toilet shall be installed in any building used for human habitation unless first approved by the health officer. 355. Three-inch horizontal drainage pipe shall have a grade or slope of not less than blank inch per foot. The answer is 1/4 inch per foot or 1/4. 3-inch horizontal drainage pipe shall have grade or slope of not less than 1/4 inch per foot. 356. 57. The straight run of a building sewer require clean outs at intervals not exceed blank. The answer is 100 feet. $358. Pressure gauge register 50 PSIG in a region where barometer is 1.25 PSIA. Find the absolute pressure. The answer is ito. 51.25. Bitin ko po, no? A pressure gauge register 50 PSIG in a region where barometer is 1.25 PSIA. Find the absolute pressure. Sagot po ay 51.25. Pinag-add lang po yung 50 PSIG and 1.25. Ito yung formula niya. Absolute pressure is equal to PG, o ano ba yung PG? Plus atmospheric pressure. Gauge pressure. Yeah, 50 plus 1.25 is equal to 51.25. $359 tayo. The unit of kinematic viscosity in metric system. Ayun, hindi ko na-hide. The answer is meter squared per second. A unit of kinematic viscosity in metric system. The answer is meters squared per second. 360. Cast iron weighs 640 pounds per cubic feet. What is the weight of the cast iron block? Is 14 inch by 12 inch by 18 inch. Oh, the answer is 1,120 pounds. Oh, may computation yan eh. Minultiply lang itong 14, 12, saka 18, naging ano siya, cubic inches siya, then dinivide siya ng feet, cubic feet, para then minultiply dito. Nalabas yung 15 pounds. Cancel yung feet. Lalagay ko na lang sa comment section. Sorry, hindi ko naka-ano. So, yan. 361. Sink used as a rule for janitorial services in a building. The answer is wash up sink. $362. Hot water storage that was not used during the primitive period. The answer is glass container. Parang tinanong to sa kabilang part eh. Part 4, practical problems. Siguro, kung nakarating na tayo doon, i-discuss na maano to. Kakagawa ko lang kasi kanina ng presentation. So, may glass container doon. Yun. What is the water that diminish the capacity of water to form later with soap? The classification of water when it contains dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium. The answer is hard water. What is the water that diminish the capacity of water to form lather with soap? The answer is hard water. And the classification of water when it contains dissolved salt waters of calcium and magnesium. The answer also is hard water. $365. Which term is not applicable in purification? In the purification, the answer is dilution. Which term is not applicable in the purification? The answer is dilution. 365. 66. What is the process of exposing water in their films to the oxygen of the atmosphere in order to neutralize the taste, odor, and dissolve oxygen? The answer is aeration. What is the process of exposing water in their films to the oxygen of the atmosphere in order to neutralize the taste, odor, and dissolved oxygen? The answer is aeration. $367 tayo. This is less aesthetic than aeration but more certain oxidation process. The answer is ozonation. This is less aesthetic than aeration but more certain oxidation process? The answer is ozonation. 368. For the handicap, what is the prescribed height of the toilet bowl? Tinanong na to. Ito yung nakaraan. The answer is 450 mm. So, nilagay ko na yan dati. Para lang refresher natin. The answer is, for the handicap, what is the prescribed height of the toilet bowl? Answer is 450 millimeter. 369. Why hardness in water is objectionable? The answer is scaling in boilers. Why hardness in water is objectionable? The answer is scaling in boilers. 370. The process of removing the hardness causing minerals from water. The answer is water softening. The process of removing the hardness causing minerals from water. Water softening. 371. A swimming pool is 6 meter wide by 12 meter long. It is 1.2 meter deep in one end and 2.4 meter at the other end. How many gallons of water does it contain? Answer is 34,240. Paano nakuha yan? Ito po yung solution. 6 times 12 times 1.2 plus 2.4 over 2 over 3.785 or 3.785 liters per gallon. O, formula niya ha, formula ng trapezoid. Yan po yun. Base time A plus B over 2 times length sa kawid. $372. Vent opening shall terminate not less than blank from any window, door, or any opening. The answer is 3 meter from window opening. Vent opening shall terminate not less than 3 meter from any window opening, window, door, or any opening. 373. For assembly places for public use, how many urinals are required if the capacity is 115 minutes? The answer is 2. So, kaya ko yan ni-read kasi may table yan kung bakit may purification. Hindi ko pa siya nare-review. Kaya assignment natin yan lahat. Mga nagre-review assignment natin yan. 300 for assembly places for public use. Yan, public use. assembly places. How many urinals are required if the capacity is 115 mils? So, ayan yung mga given condition na dapat natin masatisfy. Assembly places, public use, urinals. Ilang urinals? 115 mils. O, sagot is 2. 374. The cold water supply is delivered into the hot water tank by means of boiler tube. This tube has a hole within 6 inches from the top of the tank, the purpose of which is to serve as blank. The answer is saan nasagot? Tago. Ulitin ko muna yung tanong. Tingnan natin yung tanong. The cold water supply is delivered into the hot water tank by means of a boiler tube. This tube has a hole within 6 inches from the top of the tank, the purpose of which is to serve as yun, nasagot. Tago. Deep tube. Sagot. And the cold water supply is delivered into the hot water tank by means of boiler tube. This tube has a hole within 6 inches from the top of the tank, purpose of which is to serve as deep tube. 375. What is the prescribed color coding of piping under steam division of high pressure pipe? The answer is white. What is the prescribed color coding of piping under steam division of high pressure pipe? The answer is white. Commercial muna tayo. Tuloy na natin hanggang 400 para next topic natin ay maraming arithmetic na. No? Salamatan muna natin si Mr. Magnaye. Si Mr. Magnaye. Nakinig siya. Nag-keep. Thank you for your appreciation and rest assured I will pursue to do the review. Pagkatapos na ito nga, yung ano naman material engineer naman na reviewer. So, tapusin ko lang tong Master Plumber review din. Pupunta ako sa material engineer exam review. Meron naman akong reviewer. I-discuss lang natin. Galing yun sa nabili natin. No? Okay? Mr. Ano nga palang ulit pangalan mo? Sorry. Nawala. Okay, bago tayo ulit po. Baka meron gustong magpagawa ng plano, structural design. Yan. Mag-offer po kami ng design and consultancy, NDR design and consultancy. Uy, salamat. May nagdagdagan tayo ng subscribe. Comment ni Mr. Yan. Eric Magnaye, thank you. Please keep it up, sabi niya. And si Mr. John Ray Managonod. Hopefully yun. Makapasa tayo, no? Tapos, ito pa. Joe Herman Channel. Yun. Bisitahin niyo po yan. Please. Ito po, si Mr. Joe Joe Pereira. Yan. Yung channel ay Joe Herman channel. Type ko na lang sa comment section, no? Go Herman channel. Yan po, no? Okay. Ang kanyang ay paano gumawa ng DIY automatic light switch day and night. Hindi ko na siya share dito eh. Nandito pala siya. Ayun. Okay natin. Then, i-paste natin. Yan ang kanyang link. Yan, bisitahin nyo na lang po. Okay, tuloy na tayo. I-stop ko lang yung isang... Uy, hindi ako nakikita. Okay, sorry. Yan na. 376. 4-inch cast iron soil stock shall be supported at blank. The answer is at the base and each floor not to exceed 15 feet. So, 4-inch cast iron soil stock shall be supported at the base and each floor not to exceed 15 feet. 377. After choking a lead joint into a cast iron hub, the finished joint shall not exceed 1/8 inch to 1 inch below the rim of the hub. Hindi ko natago. Sorry. Yan yung sagot. 1/8. After choking a lead joint in a cast iron hub, the finished joint shall not exceed 1/8 of 1/8 of an inch below the rim of the hub. Ayan. 378. Secondary pipeline in sewerage, common sewer to which no other is tributary. Answer is lateral. Secondary pipeline in sewerage, common sewer to which no other sewerage is tributary. The answer is lateral. 379. Clean out shall be designed to be blank. The answer is gas tight and water tight. Clean out shall be designed to be gas tight and water tight. 380. The point which is unobstructed open edge of the fixture. The answer is rim. The point which is unobstructed open edge of the fixture. The answer is rim. 381. The location of cold water supply outlet. The answer is center. The location of cold water supply outlet. The answer is center. Yan. 382. Gate valve used in drainage work having a 102 mm diameter or larger shall have blank bodies. The answer is cast iron bodies. Gate valve used in drainage works having a 102 mm diameter or larger shall have cast iron bodies. 383. A pipe made from an alloy containing 85% and 15% zinc and generally used in local branch lines and in alteration to match existing work. The answer is brass. A pipe made from an alloy containing 85% and 15% zinc and generally used in local branch line in alteration to match work. The answer is brass. 384. 384 tayo. Plumbing fixtures usually located in the operating room in the hospital to enable personnel to scrub their hands prior to a surgical procedure. A hot and cold water supply is activated by any action, mixing bulb, or by wrist or pedal control. The answer is scrub sink. So, meron na tayong tip dito sa tanong niya, no? Yan. Fixture, saka scrub. So, a plumbing fixture usually located in the operating room, hospital to enable personnel to scrub their hands prior to a surgical procedure. The hot and cold water supply is activated by any action, mixing bulb, or by wrist or pedal control. The answer is scrub sink. 385. What is the size of downspout? The rainfall intensity is 100 mm or 0.1 inch if the deck roof is 435. The answer is 100 mm. So, may computation to. Hindi ko pa siya nare-review kaya assignment natin lahat yan sa mga nagre-review. Pero pag na-review ko yan, ilalagay ko na lang sa comment section. No? How do you measure the rainfall intensity? 386. The answer is inches per hour. Bakit ganun ang sounds? Panisong na tayo. How do you measure the rainfall intensity? The answer is inches per hour. 387. 387. Galvanized wrought iron or galvanized steel pipe shall not be used underground and shall be kept at least blank above the ground. The answer is 152 millimeter. Yan. Galvanized wrought iron or galvanized steel pipes shall not be used underground and shall be kept at least 152 millimeter above the ground. 388. It's the pipe extension of a solid or waste stock above the highest horizontal drain connected to the stock. Answer is SBTR. It's the pipe extension of a solid or waste stock above the highest horizontal drain connected to the stack. 389. The maximum distance between manholes shall not exceed blank. What is the maximum distance? 300 feet. The maximum distance between manholes shall not exceed 300 feet. 390. ABS and PVC DWB piping have been installed in structures of blank. The answer is non-combustible construction, unlimited height, and combustible construction. ABS and PVC DW piping. ABS and PVC DWB piping may be installed in structures of non-combustible construction, limited height, and combustible construction. Yun, 391. Except for plastic pipe in lieu of a water test, drainage piping may be tested with the air. So, in drainage pala, pwede siya, syempre, water test siya. Best prepared yan, and pwede siyang i-test ng air. Except for plastic pipe in lieu of water test, drainage piping may be tested with the air. 392. Oh, tapos na tayo. Every abandoned building sewer shall be plugged or capped. Blank. The answer is within 15 feet of the property line. Ito yung assignment ko. Ayun, yung computation ng drain. Yung computation ng ito, 385, no? Sa kabila pa. Yan, reviewin ko na, no? 393. Yung fixture units, assignment ko din yun. Building sewer and water piping may be installed in the same trench. Rubber clearance if the building sewer is blank. The answer is nawala. Kasi napunta tayo na. Any of these, the answer is extra strength, vitrified clay, cast iron, PVC. So the building sewer and water piping may be installed in the same trench with the proper clearances if the building sewer is extra strength, vitrified clay, cast iron, and PVC. Bali A, B, C kasi yan. Sa question A, B, C, tapos yung D yung sagot. Any of these, kaya nilagay ko na. So, 394. Enlargement of 3-inch closet or bend or stop or to 4-inch is blank. Answer is not considered an obstruction. Enlargement of 3-inch closet bend or stub to 4-inch is not considered an obstruction. So, ito pa, nakapula. May computation kasi ito eh. Sir John Ray, baka pwede mo akong matulungan dito sa mga computation na ito. Kanina, 383. John Ray Managelod, yan. Makompute kasi siya eh, baka matulungan tayo. Yan, 385, saka An oil tank is 3 meter long, 3 meter wide, and 2 meter high. And it's full of coconut oil. Specific gravity po 9. Find the downward force at the bottom of the tank. Ang sagot ay 16,200 kg. So yan, assignment din natin yan. Talagay na lang natin sa comment section. Another question, another assignment. What is the size of downspout if the rainfall intensity is 100 mm per hour on a 1,200 square meter deck? The answer is 150. What is the size of downspout if the rainfall intensity is 100 mm per hour on a 1,200 square meter roof deck? Deck roof. The answer is 150. Another assignment. What is the size of the horizontal rainwater pipe with 2% slope? The maximum rainfall is 100 mm per hour on a 206 square meter. The answer is 100 mm. So, another assignment ulit. What is the diameter of gutter? 2% slope with the maximum rainfall 150 mm on a 40 square meter. The answer is 100 millimeter again. Okay, last assignment for this topic. Point in the horizontal pipeline the pressure of water flowing at a velocity of 4.6 square meter per second is 117.3 kilopascal at another point close by where the pipe has smaller section. The pressure is 110 kilopascal. The head loss is 0.2. Find the velocity of flow at the second point. Sagot, answer is ito. 5.64 meter per second. Ulitin ko po, no? At a point in a horizontal pipeline, the pressure of a water flowing the velocity of 4.6 meter per second is 117.3 kilopascals. Another point close by where the pipe has smaller section. The pipe is 110 kilopascal. The head loss is 0.2. Find the velocity of flow at the second point. The answer is 5.64. So, pag na-review ko yan, nalagay ko na lang yung mga solution sa comment section. So, kung alam nyo po yung sagot, pwede nyo pong i-comment. So, last topic for part 2. Congratulations. Strainers having waterway areas at least equivalent to the area of their tailpiece are required for blank. The answer is 1/4. For strainers having waterway areas at least equivalent to the area of their tailpiece are required for 1/4. Yun. Congratulations sa atin. Natapos na natin yung 400 questions ng part 2. Mga assignment natin. Yun, ina-encourage ko na yung mga nagre-review. Mag-comment. O kung meron po kayong correction naman sa inyong mga correction. Acceptable naman yun. Kaya parehas naman na nagre-review. Para sa lahat yan. Ngayon, siguro, mga susunod na review nasa gagawin natin part 1, part 3, and part 4. Alternate tayo, no? Try ko ulit. Makakaya natin na mag-50 questions per session kasi May 21 na ngayon. July 16, 17 yung exam. Medyo konting panahon pa. Maraming pang question eh. Nasa almost 2,000 pa yata yung mga question na nasa reviewer ko, no? Pero pang iba, yung mga dati, tapos meron pang for 2022 na February exam. Hopefully maihabol lahat yun. Yun, salamat sa mga nanood and thank you sa mga new subscribers natin. I appreciate all, no? Nag-review, nagko-comment, at nagsasubscribe sa ating channel. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat at God bless. Hanggang sa muli. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning to all.